Let's talk about the questions on the recursion and financial modeling section of the 2020 exam 2 paper. Question 7 talks about Samuel who owns a printing machine. It's also depreciating in value and it uses flat rate depreciation. Now, flat rate depreciation means it reduces by the same amount every year, and that depreciation is a percentage of the initial value. The value of the machine after n years is given by this recurrence rule. So recurrence rule implies there should be a starting value and a rule which they have shown you. Now V0, which is the starting value of the machine, is 120,000, and the rule tells you that the current value, the next value Vn plus 1 is equal to the current value Vn minus the depreciation, which is D. By what amount does the value of the machine decrease every year? So that is the value by which it's decreasing. Showing recursive calculations. Now, recursive calculation means repetitive calculations. Many students just calculate the value at the end of 2 years directly, but here you have to show. So you know that V0 is equal to 120,000. So V1 is equal to the current value, the initial value minus depreciation, and that gives you 105,000, and V2 is the value at the end of the first year minus the depreciation again, and that gives you 90,000. So the mistakes that students made here was inaccurate copying of zeros, so be really careful, and some did not use recursion at all, so they did not get that mark. Part C, what annual flat rate percentage of depreciation is used by Samuel? Now we know that the depreciation that has been given to us is 15,000. Now the rate percent of depreciation is the depreciation over the initial value times 100, and that gives us 12.5%. What I've done here is actually just shown you how 15,000 came about in the first few steps. R percent of 120,000. So it's RD is equal to R percent of V0. Part D, the value of the machine after n years. So this is the explicit rule, which is Vn is equal to V0 minus the number of years and the depreciation per year. It's also called the explicit rule. Could also be determined using this particular rule. Now they put plus here. They're just checking out, that's a general rule, okay? So because it's depreciation, it should be a minus. And so Vn is equal to V0, which we know is the initial value, minus 15,000, which is the depreciation, into n. So some students here write V0 here. Please don't do that. That becomes a recurrence rule of some sort, not the exact recurrence rule, but it confuses the two. So a rule after n years is just this rule. Question 8 gives you a reducing balance loan, and the 5 lines of the amortization table is given. Interest is calculated